Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So guys, I've been waiting just a little bit to do a video on this woke Little Mermaid trash. All right, and guys, this is trash. Okay, and guys, Disney has been going woke for a long time. A long time. Star Wars is pretty much done for because of all the strong and independent force is female crap. Indiana Jones, the new one, is basically trash. Indiana Jones is dead. Marvel's just gone at this point. She-Hulk and Ant-Man and all this trash, right? The new one. So Disney's been hurting. They've had to close that $2 billion Star Wars park. Okay. The attendance at Disney World and Disneyland is down. So guys, and they're being sued by the investors for lying about the profitability of Disney Plus. I honestly think that this is the year that Disney's gonna finally go broke from going woke, okay? Oh yeah, and guys, Pixar is basically dead too. Think about it. The last 3 Pixar films were bombs, right? How do you make the studio that made Toy Story and made Wall-E not profitable? Absolute clown world. So guys, I have an article here called Little Mermaid Swimming Against the Strong Tides at the Overseas Box Office, leaving break even in question. So guys, here we go. We're going to jump into this, but before we do, guys, please remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment. It really helps to keep this channel going. Hit the notification bell, guys, and check the community tab for the lives. Guys, I always ask, who is this for? This is what my whole pop culture series premise is for. Who is this for? Who is this for? I don't understand, okay? And I find myself asking that more and more and more, okay? But apparently all the executives at Disney don't. Oh, guys. Okay. It says, in a rare situation for a Disney tentpole, particularly a live-action title based on a treasured classic animated musical, so Little Mermaid looks to bank more at the domestic box office ultimately than overseas, with $300 million to $350 million in U.S. and Canada, compared to $260 million abroad. And guys, we all know that this, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, were all cheap cash grabs. All they're doing is revamping old IPs, right? But here's the thing, guys. Aladdin made $1 billion. Beauty and the Beast made like $1 billion. This is not going to go anywhere close to that, right? Okay. At that level, per financial sources, off of a reported $250 million production cost and $140 million global marketing spend. Now, guys, sidebar here. This is how it works, okay? They usually spend a little bit more than the cost of the film to market. This is in all films, okay? So they only usually list the budget, but if you want to know what it costs, add another about 50% of the price, okay? Okay. So The Little Mermaid could very well break even. However, anything in the low $400 million global threshold, and this fish is apt to be sinking to a loss of around $20 million. So guys, I'm going to tell you why this is wrong. Because Disney only gets to keep 60% of the box office sales. The theaters get 40%. Okay? So this movie would have to make around $650 million to break even. And guys, breaking even is a flop. Okay? So imagine, they'll have to make more than $700 million to actually make a profit. Think about how crazy that is. And they're nowhere near that. Nowhere near it. Okay. Not a huge disappointment, but a disappointment nonetheless, said one film finance insider. Given the blockbuster streak that's often associated with Disney, the studio's summer slate remains in a precarious position after its boldly world premiered 2 major titles at cons to lackluster reviews. Indiana Jones, which we all know by now is trash, and Elemental, which is gonna bomb big time, guys. I'm gonna do a video on that too. But guys, Disney is shaking in its boots because no one wants to see this Elemental. Look, Indiana Jones 49% Rotten Tomatoes, Elemental 58%, and they're only projected to make $400 million, guys. That's a Pixar film. Look at that. Say a Little Mermaid's ebb tide at the box office is extreme when juxtaposed against the high watermarks seen from last Memorial Day, Disney's live-action feature adaptation of a tune Aladdin back in 2019. That Will Smith pick cleared $1.05 billion worldwide. And 66% of that gross was generated abroad, which also counted $53.4 million in China. Guys, check this out. Little Mermaid's China sales were non-existent with a $2.5 million start. $2.5 million in China, guys. Look at that. Given the quick burn of U.S. titles in China, some believe that the Rob Marshall directed musical may not even get to double digits. So they don't even think that it'll make $10 million in China. Should The Little Mermaid break even, it would be a rare feat for a tentpole to do so on the back of its domestic box office. Guys, this isn't going to break even. It's going to bomb, okay? It's going to bomb big time. Typically, a tentpole sees 60% of its global box office total coming from overseas. Typically, Disney titles see 50-50 splits. Oh, so it's 50-50 split. Okay. Typical Disney titles see 50-50 splits between domestic and international box office, such as movies like Christopher Robin and Pete's Dragon. Again, to slow down with Little Mermaid, despite seeing a strong stateside of 118.8 million over the 4-day Memorial holiday, ahead of Aladdin's 116 million, and a running total through yesterday of 132.2 million, stems from the backlash the pick has received in certain offshore markets: Korea, China, France, Germany, over the casting of star Holly Bailey in the title role, as well as review bombing. Guys, review bombing has nothing to do with this. Do they really think that people in Germany, I'm going to go to uns American site and see what uns Americans are saying? Do they really think that Germans and the French and the Chinese and the Koreans are looking at American sites for reviews? Come on, man. Come on. Oh. Hopeful box office sources maintain that the pick's opening in Japan, as well as buoyant results in Mexico, the UK, Italy, Brazil, Australia, will get the Little Mermaid to a tally of $260 million overseas. Good luck. In a break-even scenario, a $560 million global box office, meaning a net profit of $71 million before participations residuals are accounted for. We're told that The Little Mermaid's global film revenues would amount to $547 million against its combined production, global theatrical, and home entertainment marketing expenses of $476 million. Guys, this movie's going to bomb. It's going to bomb. Because, guys, second week drop off. Think about how Thor, Love, and Thunder, what else? Multiverse of Madness. Those had, even Ant-Man had these huge drop-offs. Guys, no one's going to see this movie more than once, right? Clown World, guys, this is what happens, man. They should have known when this trailer got review bombed on YouTube. I mean, not review bombed, got ratioed, you know? No one wants to see this crap. No one. Okay, here we go. This weekend, The Little Mermaid encounters competition from Sony's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is expected to do $80 to $90 million in the US and Canada. However, that movie is largely a fanboy draw and not expected to crimp a Little Mermaid's fins. But here's the thing, guys. It might do $80 to $90 million, but it's going to sell in Japan, right? And the budget is nowhere near what it is for Little Mermaid. Look at that. Hence, the second weekend hold for Little Mermaid looks to be around $40 million. Aladdin posted a second weekend of 44.9 million, minus 53%, and its domestic run 355 million. Guys, Disney's so screwed, man. This is gonna bomb, and that Elemental's gonna bomb, and they're already being sued by their investors. Let me know, guys, what you think will happen here. Let me know if you would even think about going to see this trash, right? Because I'm not. And guys, they're learning the hard way, slowly but surely, that you have to make what your customers want, and that the woke stuff it doesn't work here, and it especially doesn't work in China, in Korea, in Japan. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. I'm out of here. Have a good one, guys.